what's up? Scott Balkan here with Imagination Creation Films, and today, well, we're talking about this. This is the new Aputure 600X Pro bicolor powerhouse, and do I like it?
Good evening. Do you believe in love at first light? Of course not. I knew you didn't. Please don't hesitate to turn off all your other lights. I'm sure the warm glow of the Aputure 600X Pro will be more than enough to melt away your fears of never having owned a punchy bicolor light before. Before we get into this review, please allow us to demonstrate the power of the proper. Get out of there! You're blocking the camera.
No, I'm sorry, but you really need to see what Creepy is doing.
I'm in the middle of shooting this Aputure 600X Pro review.
No, you really need to see this.
Fine. Where is he?
He's just outside. What in the world? Oh my God. No. Oh my God. Oh no. I wouldn't really worry about it. I don't even think he knows how to start a fire. He's not exactly the brightest spark, if you catch my drift.
That may not be entirely accurate. I may have shown him how to use one of your lighters. I thought he was going to make us dinner.
He'll be fine. Can I please go back to
All right, yeah. Well, we all knew this day would come. When Aputure first announced their 600D Pro, we all kind of had this feeling that a 600X Pro would be just right around the corner. And well, Aputure did not disappoint.
What are you doing?
Well, you were busy, and so I thought I would go ahead and do your review for you while you extinguish Creepy.
Get out of there.
Okay. I'm getting up. I don't want to tell you how to do your job. I just want you to know where I was. I was right at the point where you were breaking into the door, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna go ahead and leave.
If you want something done right, you just gotta do it yourself. Let's see, where am I? Scott breaks through the door, comes in, exclaims, "What are you doing?" Proper says, okay. So the day is here, and the Aputure 600X Pro doesn't disappoint. It has all the features you'd expect, and well, a few more. Let's go through the light, and we'll also talk about that LD150 light dome as well. By the way, the intro, the window explosion, and all the outdoor scenes, those were all shot with the 600X Pro. So what I'm really saying is subscribe. There are a lot of ways I could demo this light, but the truth is this is a bicolor version of the 600D Pro with about 60% of the brightness across the 2700 to 6500 degrees Kelvin color temperature. You'll use it anytime you need the punch of a 600D, but need the flexibility of a variable white light spectrum. Shooting an outdoor interview during the sunset? Leave that gel behind and just match the color temperature of the sun right at that moment, and away you go. Need a nighttime scene where you want to mimic a cool moonlit night with a moron throwing gas on the fire? Set it to 6500 degrees Kelvin and we'll have a little fun. Have a tricky interview in mixed lighting conditions that you just can't change? Adjust your lights to the environment. That's the reason behind this light, and the reason it will likely be a needed light for your kit. Cinematography is about problem solving, and well, this is a powerful and fast way to solve color mismatch problems on set with a heck of a lot of output as well. So what are we looking at here? Well, it looks almost exactly like the 600D Pro. Same shape, same body, Same control box, except for this ultra stylish carbon fiber trim. I like looking good on set, and it's not really been a concern of mine, but I guess Aputure decided that I needed to spice up my set life a little bit. Or maybe it's just so you can tell the difference between the 600D Pro and the 600X Pro control boxes, well, at first glance. Either way, nice touch, Aputure. You get a bicolor fixture with excellent mixing all the way from 2700 to 6500 degrees Kelvin, which covers the tungsten to daylight range with a little room to spare on either side. They are using what's called color blending optics, whereby they can combine almost seamlessly the warm and the cool LEDs. Now, they have a setting called max and constant power output, so you could boost your output when needed in the blended color temps or have even brightness throughout the entire color temperature range. It's not critical, but sometimes it might just be the boost that you need. Sometimes. Now, there's a disc brake locking mechanism with an angle yoke to help you get large modifiers on, at the angle you actually want to use them at. And the yoke is strong, like really strong. The lamp head and the control box are both dust and water resistant. Now, I've seen videos of these lights in a serious rainstorm, and although it's beyond what they were designed to withstand, they're still operating with no problems. Aputure has done a great job on these designs and the weather. Locking quick connectors for both the power and the lamp head connections, which, by the way, Aputure has increased the length of the lamp head cable to 7.5 meters, which is a little over 24 feet. That's almost 5 feet longer and really nice for flying lights up high. The power connector is just under 20 feet. Now, control options are outstanding with onboard controls, wireless remote control, Bluetooth, Lumen Radio, DMX512, ArtNet, etc. Chances are, if there is a lighting control system you use, this light will interface it. That makes the value so great in a studio configuration. But with Sidus Link and Bluetooth Mesh, Aputure lights have the ability in a one-man band operation to be able to adjust the output of every single light while you're looking at the monitor and seeing immediate results. That's speed in setup. Now, they've included a variety of their lighting effects that work with bicolor fixtures. You saw the explosion one at the beginning, and there's lots of others, lightning and pulsing and strobe and fireworks, paparazzi, all the fun ones, your favorites. And, well, the light output quality on this light, it's like almost all the other Aputure lights. It's quite nice, both scoring at least 96 for both CRI and TLCI. Measured light output is listed right here, and it's pretty bright. And then comparing it to the 600D Pro at daylight, you can see the 600X is slightly more than half as bright. Now, the entire kit, like the 600D Pro, weighs about 40 pounds, so be prepared to lift with your legs. Pro tip, the case has wheels, so just roll with it. Yeah. Fortunately, the individual pieces aren't that bad, with the lamp head only weighing just over 10 pounds and the control box weighing less than 13. You'll be fine. It's really well built, like the 600D Pro, and well, it'll take a lot of abuse. And I'm seeing these more and more in lighting packages, and well, that is very telling. Just the ability for them to take abuse on the road, that means they're gonna hold up, especially if you take care of them. Now, let's take a moment to talk about the Aputure Light Dome LD150 modifier. First, it may look like a beautiful Cinderella ball gown, but I assure you, my waist will not fit in a Bowens mount. So, yeah, it's a giant soft source. And that's exactly what it's great at. It's a 5-foot diameter round soft source modifier that has enough size really to kind of wrap that light around your talent's face. It includes 2 levels of diffusion and even a grid to help control the light further. It's big, really big. Like, you'll have to work a little magic to get it through doorways when it's built. So plan ahead, build it after you go through the door. Yeah. Back to the 600X, it will run off batteries, albeit some really beefy batteries. You can use regular sized high amperage batteries at 50% power or 26 or 28 volt batteries for full power. Now, it will also charge those batteries, so cool. And they have a new feature that, well, I really like, and it's the ability to wake up dead batteries. If you've run a battery down below its acceptable voltage, the batteries might shut down to prevent damage to themselves. Well, the 600X Pro V-mounts can actually trickle charge batteries to wake them up and, well, be able to accept a full charge. Now, this may not revive all dead batteries, but it might save a couple. And, well, that saves you money. Speaking of money, pricing. The 600X Pro comes in at just under $2,000. It's $1,990 US. And the Light Dome 150, that's just $269. And that price is pretty unreal. Now, what are the pros and cons? Well, pros, it only pulls 720 watts, so you can put two of these heads on the same 15 amp outlet. That's amazing. I mean, truly. Universal and popular Bowens mount, so you can use a wide variety of on-light modifiers like the LD150, the Soft Dome, the F10 Fresnel, and even the Spotlight. Although it doesn't match the COB perfectly, it does work. The ability to run the unit off of V-mount or gold mount batteries for seriously powerful portable light, yeah, and it has high frequency output for use with high frame rates. What are the cons? Well, I really wish the color temperature range was a bit more broad. It does cover beyond tungsten and beyond daylight, but I really love it to have been like 2,000 to 7,500. It is what it is. I get it. I know they wanted to match the 300X range, and well, I'd much rather accept the limited range for a higher quality of light, which is what I believe they've done here. Also, fan noise. So I had originally detailed the fan noise on the 600D as not very loud, but over time, I've experienced some louder moments that I really wish weren't there. The 600X is similar. It's nice that we do have the option to slow the fan down temporarily when crucial audio is needed, but the fan noise should be noted. Now, it doesn't sound like a vacuum, but it's there. So there you have it. That is the new Aputure 600X Pro. Is it for everyone? Well, no. Its pricing is not something that is in reach for the lower budget filmmakers, but where we keep heading with LED technology is truly exciting, and well, it brings a smile to my face. See? When you can light up an entire area with a moonlight from a single source running on batteries, that is truly impressive, and well, it makes our jobs as filmmakers, DPs, and cinematographers easier. And that makes me smile even more. There you go. So what do you think of the new Aputure 600X Pro? You gonna order one? Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. If you are gonna order one, I am now affiliated with B&H Photo, so you can order through them using the link down below, and you can help the channel at the same time. If you don't want to order through B&H, that's cool. There's a lot of authorized retailers out there you can order one through. Now, as always, as I like to leave it, don't let your passions center around your life. Let your life center around your passions.